The hunting grounds of Krell 4 stretched endlessly beneath twin crimson suns, a vast expanse of crystalline sand that sang when the wind passed through it. Here, among the singing dunes, the Vracken pack had made their stand for 17 generations. They were warriors born, quadrupedal predators with midnight fur and eyes that burned like molten copper. Every adult bore scars like medals across their flanks, each mark a story of survival, of honor, of the hunt. Tern had always known his first scar would come. It was inevitable, as certain as the sun's rising. Yet when the razorback's talon had finally torn across his shoulder during the morning hunt, when he saw the dark blood matting his silver-tipped fur, something unexpected happened. He trembled. Not from pain. Pain was temporary, manageable, expected. He trembled from the permanence of it, the reality that his body, once unmarked and whole, would never be the same again. In that crystalline moment, with the pack's eyes upon him and the razorback's corpse cooling at his feet, Tern felt small, diminished, changed in a way he wasn't ready for. The pack had gone silent. Elder Voss's copper eyes narrowed with what might have been disappointment. Tern's littermates shifted their paws, uncomfortable. Even young cubs were not supposed to show weakness at their first marking. It was the way of things, the path every Vracken walked. Then Rhea stepped forward. The human had been with the pack for 3 orbital cycles now, ever since her survey vessel had crashed in the northern wastes. The Vracken had found her broken and bleeding, and against all tradition, against the counsel of the elders, they had not left her to the desert's mercy. Perhaps it was curiosity. Perhaps it was the strange kinship pack leader Krenak sensed in her determined eyes. Whatever the reason, Rhea had survived, had healed, and had somehow earned her place among them. But she had never hunted. Never fought. Never bled for the pack. Until now she had been an observer, tolerated, even respected for her strange human wisdom, but never truly one of them. How could she be? She bore no scars. Her soft, furless skin had remained unblemished, untested. "May I?" Rhea asked, her voice carrying the careful pronunciation of the Vracken tongue she'd worked so hard to master. Tern couldn't find his voice. He managed a slight dip of his head. Rhea knelt in the singing sand beside him. She was so small compared to the Vracken, barely reaching Tern's shoulder even though he was still a cub. Her hands, those strange 5-fingered appendages, moved with gentle precision as she examined his wound. The pack watched, uncertain. This was unprecedented. Then, Rhea did something that would be spoken of in the pack's oral histories for generations to come. She pressed her lips to the bloodied fur around Tern's scar and kissed it. The gesture meant nothing in Vracken culture. They had no such tradition, no such expression. But every member of the pack understood its meaning in that moment, felt its significance resonate in their bones like the singing of the sand itself. "You are brave, Tern," Rhea said softly, pulling back but keeping one hand resting on his uninjured shoulder. "This mark doesn't make you less. It proves you faced your fear and claimed your place. Do you know what humans say about scars?" Tern's trembling had stopped. "What do they say?" "We say they're proof we survived something that tried to end us. Each one is a battle we won simply by continuing to exist." She smiled, and there was something fierce in it. "In my world, we had warriors who would paint their scars with gold to honor them. Not to hide them, to celebrate them." She turned to face the pack, and her voice rang out clear and strong across the crystalline expanse. "I have lived among you for 3 cycles. I have learned your ways, shared your food, slept under your watch. But I have given nothing back." Today, Tern earned his first scar in defense of this pack. He trembled not from cowardice, but from the weight of transformation. "That is not weakness, that is wisdom." Rhea pulled a small blade from her belt, the survival knife she'd salvaged from her crashed ship. Before anyone could react, she drew it across her forearm in one swift motion. Blood welled, bright red against her pale skin. "I claim my place among you," she said, her voice steady despite the pain. "I mark myself with your tradition, and I say this. Any who mock Tern's moment of fear mocks the courage it takes to face change itself." The silence stretched. Then Elder Voss stood, his scarred form massive against the crimson suns. He approached Rhea slowly, deliberately until he stood mere inches from her. His copper eyes studied her bleeding arm, then lifted to meet her gaze. "You did not need to bleed for us, human," he said. "No," Rhea agreed. "I wanted to." Elder Voss turned to Tern. "Stand, cub." Tern rose on trembling legs, but this time the tremor was different, anticipation rather than fear. Your first scar came with wisdom, Elder Voss announced to the pack. You felt its weight and did not hide from that feeling. The human Rhea has shown us something our ancestors perhaps forgot, that acknowledging fear does not diminish courage. It defines it. Pack leader Krenak stepped forward, his massive frame shadowing them all. From this day, Rhea walks not as observer but as pack sister. She has marked herself in blood and wisdom both. One by one, the pack members approached. They touched their muzzles to Rhea's bleeding arm, then to Tern's wounded shoulder, a new tradition being born in real time. Acknowledgement that both had changed the pack today. As the Crimson Suns began their descent, painting the crystalline sand in shades of amber and gold, Tern stood taller than he had that morning. His scar throbbed, but he felt its weight differently now, not as a diminishment, but as an addition. He had gained something, not lost it. Beside him, Rhea wrapped a clean bandage around her forearm, her own first scar among the Vracken. She caught his eye and smiled. "How does it feel?" she asked. Tern considered the question, then looked out at his pack, his family, standing tall in the fading light. "It feels like proof," he said finally. "Proof that I'm becoming who I'm meant to be." Rhea nodded, understanding. That's exactly what it is. And as the singing sand caught the evening wind, carrying its melody across the hunting grounds of Krell, the pack stood together, changed, marked, and somehow more whole than before. The human had taught them something that day, something that would reshape their culture in the generations to come. That strength is not the absence of fear, but the courage to face it. That scars are not symbols of pain endured, but of battles survived, and that sometimes the greatest wisdom comes not from those who have always belonged, but from those who fight to earn their place. The pack stood tall indeed,